Bishop Burke.
Hello, I am Becky Riggle, and Steve and I pastor Grace Community Church. We've been in Houston now for 30 years, and I'm a woman, and I have an opinion as a woman. I realize the mayor has pulled the restroom part out of the ordinance. My question is, why was it ever in there in the first place? And why did all the pastors have to mobilize thousands of people to rise up against this to get me to change that? It is extremely offensive to me as a woman, a mother of 2 girls, 5 grandchildren, and 1 great-granddaughter, that you have even considered an ordinance in Houston, Texas, that would allow a biological man who now thinks that he is a woman, but still has male genitalia, to illegally enter a woman's restroom or locker room in Houston. I have the right to be offended by that. For the record, since the city attorney couldn't find any examples of that happening where an ordinance like this is in effect, I will provide one for you. I want to give my comments to each council member and to the press. The question is, if you took this out.
Thank you, ma'am. Your time has expired.
Chair recognizes Councilmember Starter.
I want to thank you for coming down. I know it's, I don't know if this is, I'm sure you've spoken many times in public, but it's not easy for people to come down and express their opinions that may be different from others. And it's going to be hard for all of us, and we do ask for your prayers. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Martin.
Pastor Reagan, good to see you. If you could finish up your comments, and then I also have a question. Now that the verbiage has been moved out of the ordinance, your thoughts on it as it exists moving for tomorrow?
The question is, if you took this out, what will you do to put it back in? Every council member should remember that the restroom part was only pulled because of the massive outcry on this issue. Again, what will Mayor Parker do to put it back in? I ask every council member to vote no on this ordinance. And your question again, Deb, Councilman?
My question was, now that the verbiage has been removed, your opinion on the ordinance as it exists for tomorrow's vote?
Well, I am deeply concerned about the Freedom of Religious Act in there, that when you are a business owner and you have something.
I need a motion to extend Councilmember. Favor opposed, motion carries. Yeah.
If you are a business owner and it goes against your religious belief, your feeling, I believe that we live in America still. America still has the freedom, as I understand it, and it should remain that we have the freedom to do as we have always done in this country, to be able to choose and not to choose. So I'm concerned about that greatly. But that is still in there.
Thank you.
Okay.
There is a very strong religious exemption. Councilmember Cohen.
I'm sorry, but let me see if I understand exactly. So you're saying if somebody does own a store or something, and I come in as a woman, or as a senior, or as someone who's of the Jewish faith, let's use that as an example. Suppose I come in and someone's motion to,
Favor opposed, motion carries.
and they have a right to refuse business to me, is that what you're saying?
Well, what I'm saying is that if something comes against your religious belief, as in the case of a cake maker who wants to be transgender, or a gay couple wants to come and have.
What if somebody, I understand that, but what if someone doesn't believe in my faith?
Oh, no,
and feels-
I don't have any problem with that. I mean, I don't think that's the issue. That's not the issue.
Oh, I thought you were making the case that if someone owns a facility, they have a right to refuse service to people.
No.
So they only have a right to refuse people, gay people.
No, not that either. I'm not against even gay people. I'm just
Okay.
saying they have the right, if they want to be able to refuse service if it goes against their religious belief.
So if that's what I'm saying. So if I'm asking for service and my faith is something that troubles them, they have a right to refuse me service. So you're saying, yes, they do have a right to refuse me service as someone of the Jewish faith.
No, I'm not saying, yes, yes, I am saying that, but that is not the issue that we're talking
I need
about
there's
today.
several